Hello, welcome to this week's CrowCast with me, Chris Borden.
And myself, Martin Willingham.
Some great stuff on the way today. Today we are going to talk about We Happy Few and how it is so expensive for an indie game. We're also going to be talking about listening to books on Audible. That's the one. Strange Dreams.
It's almost like you're reading this for the first time.
I know, right? I should be the voice of Skeletor.
Yeah.
Personal Goals. And how adulting is bad.
Adulting sucks, yeah.
It does indeed. We've got Sonic Mania and why it's good. City Skylines, Sonic 3, Trumping Drugs, and Our Kind of Sandwich.
Yes.
Is two news stories that we can be talking about today.
Yes, and they're both from the Metro, because of course they are. They always are.
I think, do you know what? I think we need a jingle for every time we're about to go into it, so we just play it and it goes, Metro News Stories of the Week.
Yeah, maybe we should just ask them. Like, flat out, just get permission to do something like that.
That'd be cool.
They might say yes. I'm a bit gassy.
How are you?
Because I've I hope you enjoyed that in your ears. I hope you're wearing the best quality headphones you can get, because then you'll have heard that in high fidelity. Actually, this whole thing is exported at 192k. What am I talking about?
Exactly?
I've actually got a bottle of it here. I've got into Coke Zero.
Why?
Because right, I have an obsession.
Yes, you
with
do.
Sugar, okay, and that's a problem. It means I'm going to have diabetes, and I don't want to do that.
You mean you don't already?
It's amazing. Right? My dad's diabetic.
Oh,
and funny story actually. I had a dog.
That's not a good start to a story, man.
No.
My dad's diabetic. Once I had a dog.
It goes on. I'm not finished. So I had a dog,
and my dad ate the dog.
No.
Oh, okay.
And her name was Holly.
Okay.
She was a collie cross spaniel. Beautiful dog. Best dog in the world, right?
I love dogs.
And my dad went to the doctors about something unrelated and discovered he was diabetic. And the very next day, dog goes to the vet. Dog's diabetic as well.
What? Were your dad and Holly linked or something? By genetics.
Possible. So yeah, that was weird. So I don't want to be like that. So I tried Coke Zero.
Okay.
I tried it before, and I just no, it's a bit weird. Now I think they've changed it a little bit.
Well, there was an advert. I'm fairly certain.
A new formula.
Yeah, and obviously when people and companies usually say that, there is no new formula. They've probably just changed the branding or something, or where they're getting their ingredients from.
I think this actually is different.
It's interesting you said that, if I'm honest, because obviously, again, most people say that, and it's not accurate. They're not being honest.
Well, do you know what happened? Speaking of Coke, in America when they made new Coke,
yeah,
it was actually a reaction because Pepsi was doing very well.
Yeah.
So what they did was they made new Coke, which actually in taste tests came above Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
Did it really?
Yeah, it bettered them all.
Interesting.
So what happened was they obviously just released it as new Coke, but it's a bit of a lesson in branding and loyalty, because people are like, oh, it's not as good, and they get those same people in taste tests and they'd prefer new Coke, and they would think it was Coca-Cola.
Yeah, assuming obviously they didn't know which was which.
Blind taste test. And then it turns out that they had to go back to Coca-Cola recipe, and then new Coke. They had Coke Classic. New Coke was still a thing, and it disappeared.
Okay,
weird sideline, but that's what happened. So that's a lesson in changing your branding for you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Do you remember Coca-Cola Life?
I do remember it.
Is that still around?
I have no idea. Do you know what? It might be worth a look later.
In the green label, I don't see it anymore.
Do you know what? I never see it. And actually, hang on, no,
it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's just we don't see it.
Well, no, well, who knows? Maybe here in the good old UK, maybe it's just not being sold here.
Oh,
in the UK, I have no idea. If I'm perfectly honest with you,
this is the BBC. Coming to you from Alexandra Palace.
Oh yes, you know.
Do you know what that's called?
What's that?
That's called renounced pronunciation.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
How interesting.
The BBC accent. It was designed to be so generic, it ended up being posh.
That's quite funny.
Yeah, it was designed to be very generic, and
maybe I should go to work and start talking like this.
Yeah, it's meant to be very easily understandable.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
But obviously, we know it doesn't work like that, and it's actually the key to being understood is clear pronunciation, diction, inflection, and intonation.
Indeed.
Says the man who's a voiceover artist. Hire me, by the way.
Do you know? Sorry, just hire me.
Hire me,
please. Do you know what?
Somebody.
She probably won't want me to tell you this, but T-Dog, my missus,
who I met.
Indeed, you did.
Got to meet her.
However,
lovely lady.
Obviously,
I think she thought I was a bit strange.
It was either that, mate, or she just struggled to understand you.
What did she say about me when I'd gone?
The only thing was that she really said was, I really struggled to understand him. Because apparently he spoke really fast. Maybe it's just because I don't notice it anymore, but apparently he spoke fairly fast.
Well, I wasn't really trying to be understood. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I wasn't making
a
conscious effort like I would on here, for instance.
Yeah,
I talk a lot slower on here than I would talk in normal life because radio.
Yeah.
You know?
Radio.
So yeah.
Well, maybe that's what it was, mate. Maybe it's just one of those things. I mean, it's nothing against you. It's nothing against her. It's just
I'm
one of those
her.
things. Don't you blame my girlfriend?
Don't look at me like that across the tape. If you blamed Frankie, she'd just go, "Yeah, what, mate?"
Yeah. Well, my lady isn't like that.
Oh, I see.
Twice.
You can't see what he just did, and it's probably for the best. He did something very rude.
Yes,
anyway,
indeed.
should we actually? Podcast. That's what we're doing. Do you want to? Do you want to go? Because I don't have a copy of the running order yet again. I put my tablet.
Yeah.
Because we're at your house.
We are indeed in Casa de Warden.
It's really nice to be because I like the table.
Yeah,
thing.
I like the table.
This is where we're going to do if we have guests. This is.
Oh
what
yeah, for sure.
So I put one on my tablet with the one that I've previously hacked.
Your Amazon
buggery.
Fire 7.
Yeah, it's very good. I like it. And I was going to put the running order on it.
Yep.
But you don't know your Wi-Fi password, and I can't be asked.
No, me neither.
I can't be asked to go get it.
It's kind of why I'm leading it. Other than it being my house, but
I put together the running order. I just can't see it.
Well, do you know what? That's the thing. I mean, because obviously you run this stuff anyway.
I do some of the admin for it. Yeah,
you do. Well, yeah, exactly. It's one of the features that you do most of the admin for.
Yeah, because the other stuff I'm bloody useless.
Nah, not at all, mate. It's just one of those things. We're busy people. That's some of it.
My goodness, 6 out of 7 days this week.
Oh Lord, in heaven above.
I get Thursday off. Oh, sorry. I mean, I get today off.
Okay.
Let's go.
A quick bleep it out like you did last week.
Let's go with the illusion that this show's live. Of course it isn't. Carry on.
See, that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, there are we happy few who work only 40 hours a week. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. But yeah, no. First story for us.
You can't walk away from.
No,
that's terrible,
I can,
man.
Awful. Oh, come on,
awful.
Come on. You loved it just a little bit.
Anyway, yeah,
just a little bit.
We happy few.
We happy few. Obviously, if you don't know what it is, and you're not, huge big game nerds that we are.
Yeah.
You may not have heard of this. However, it is a title of one of them video games.
Oh, I know the ones. Yeah.
And it's an indie game, which is obviously a genre of game.
And here's the thing. There was a video I watched. I can't remember who did it. If I find it, I'll put it in the description.
Yeah, please do.
Indie game.
Yes.
As a genre tag, which is used on Steam. We both use Steam.
Yeah.
And the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store. Which I have the privilege of, and even on the Switch.
Yeah, well, it's a quite wide genre, isn't it, really?
It's not a genre, is it?
Is it not?
Is it? It can't be. It's saying it's an indie game is like saying, oh, well, a Ferrari is the same as a Fiat Punto because they're both cars. Yes, they're technically both... Like, Rocket League is an indie game.
Yeah.
But it's also in the same pool as, like, something really crap, like... Well, I say crap, like DayZ. DayZ isn't crap, obviously. It's kind of banter, but it's kind of rubbish, right?
That one's a broken game.
Yeah, it's a broken mess. But like, so that, and honestly, Rocket League and like DayZ or maybe even City Skylines, which I've been playing, saying those two are in the same block is a bit unfair on both of them because they're not like one is a simulator, sort of a city building simulator, and the others you can't put that in a genre. Cars. Playing football, you can't. You know what I mean.
Do you know what I think?
So
honestly,
I think the tag indie game is unfair to use as a category.
Okay, interesting point. Well, if anyone wants to dispute that, please leave a comment on the YouTube video.
Yeah, go
or
for
on
it.
SoundCloud.
Go for it.
Literally, it will give us something to talk about.
Make us content for us, please.
Give us.
Send
content,
us an audio
please.
message. Why not? Actually, why not? Send us an audio message.
Yeah, why not?
You can be in the podcast.
It'll make me giggle.
It gives me more editing to do, doesn't it?
But please make me giggle.
Like a French schoolgirl.
Mes amis. Oh, God.
Oh, Kermit Wormy.
You are Kermit, mate.
That's Miss Piggy.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Kermit the Frog is a bit different.
You are still Kermit, mate.
That's a joke only you and I get.
Exactly.
Please continue.
But it's fine. But yeah, We Happy Few will be a full-priced retail game launching in April. Psychedelic sci-fi survival satire We Happy Few has expanded its scope from quirky indie to full-priced retail game, with Gearbox to publish a physical release on the 13th of April.
Wow, a physical release?
Yeah, and when the game launches on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC.
I had no idea it was coming to PS4 and Xbox One.
I like that. I do like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's going to be...
I figured it was going to be on PC. Sorry, Chris, sorry.
You cut me off. No, it's fine. Carry on.
I figured it was going to be on PC, but on console as well.
I hope so. Well, not hope so. If it's going to be,
I think PlayStation and Xbox are doing a lot to bring indies to the platforms.
Well, do you know what? It's one indie I will happily play. That was awful.
I tried to hide it.
Not very well.
It's the farts I'm really struggling with.
Oh, God. It sounds like it's going to be a much bigger game than the early access build we saw over a year ago. The launch game will contain a full-length story campaign consisting of 3 playable characters and more than 250 unique encounters. Whatever that means.
So this story's of Eurogamer, just to clarify.
Yeah, which will be in the description. Our team was humbled by the initial public reception to We Happy Few and delighted to have this chance to make it much bigger, said developer Compulsion Games studio head Guillermo Provost. I've butchered that horrendously.
Nice try there.
Thank you.
It's just the effort that counts with these things.
Gearbox believed in us from the very beginning, and we think this partnership will make it possible to create the game that our community expects. The game's standard issue will go from $59, that's about £47. But
that'll be a 50 quid release. Yeah. That'll be a $49.99.
But those who purchase it on Steam Early Access or Xbox One Game Preview program will receive the full game at no additional cost.
Buy it now.
Those who pre-order from Microsoft Store, Steam, GOG, or the Humble Store will receive alpha access upon pre-ordering the product. Die-hard fans can snag the $149.99, about £116 limited edition We Happy Few collector's set.
Wow.
This spendy collector's item includes a replica Bobby mask, You Look Smashing lamp, a vinyl soundtrack, and a Joy alarm clock. Weirdly, it doesn't actually contain a copy of the game.
Right, can I just stop you there for a second? Right, this is so Gran Turismo Sport is coming out in October. I bought the collector's edition. Okay, it's £100. It's a lot of money. Okay, and this is going to be what,
116.
That's 120. And the Forza 7. I really want to pre-order the Forza 7 collectors, but I know it's going to be a lot of money, and it's also coming out in the same month. So, but with this said, I don't begrudge anyone for spending £100 on the collector's edition or whatever, right? But this is for a game that people don't know. You're buying a collector's edition. It's like, imagine if you bought a collector's edition of No Man's Sky. Okay. I know No Man's Sky's been patched now, but imagine you'd bought that. Yeah. If you'd done that and then you hate the game because you don't know what it's going to be.
I can see where you're coming from. However, as it said, die-hard fans, and I don't think anyone will buy a collector's edition of it if they don't know what it is.
Already played it, probably.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, obviously. For anyone who knows me, obviously my dissertation at university, because I was doing a theatre course, was on a very similar theme to We Happy Few.
Yeah, because we had a discussion in the pub about it.
Indeed we did, and I think we were both slightly wazzled when we...
I think I was driving that night, but we'll gloss over that.
Who knows?
Don't drink and drive. Seriously,
don't do it. It's a bit like being on your phone when you drive. Just don't.
Just don't.
But yeah, we did have a discussion about it, and obviously, I said that one influence for me was videos that I'd seen of We Happy Few. I would love to have played the beta early access edition. Yeah. I would have loved to have just played any of it, but at the time, I didn't have the money nor the means to.
No. You didn't have the components.
No, I really didn't.
You do now. Set your motherboard.
Well, yeah, I'll get there eventually.
Get
which
on
is
it, kiddo.
the 25th. Anyway.
Is that when payday is for you?
Yeah, but
I've got to wait until the last day of the month. sorry. Gloss over that.
But yeah, this is the thing. Obviously, I wouldn't consider myself a diehard fan. However, from what I've seen of when it was just an early access game for the Steam and stuff, and just
the Steams?
for the Steams on PC. Honestly, I kind of went, oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's the kind of storyline and genre that appeal to me. And honestly, I think the fact that they've now made it to a fully realised retail game, and they're putting it out there in hard copy as well, which is fantastic.
Sonic Mania didn't get that. And we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit, actually. But the fact of the matter is just cool, man. Like, if you haven't seen any videos of it, I will find Martin a link to put in the description. Because do you know what? I'm sorry, but if people like the idea of a kind of 1984-esque game, or you're into the whole, simulated reality via drugs or what have you, this is the game for you, because that is dystopian. Yeah. And it's fantastic. Like the idea and the premise of the Prometheus. Terrible film.
It's the black sheep of the Alien trilogy, and I don't mean that before anyone says.
Well, they will never admit to it being.
It's the rainbow sheep of the Alien trilogy.
Well, do you know what? They will never admit to it being part of the Alien trilogy, because directors have already denounced it. But anyway, we're getting away from the point again. Yeah. But it's one of those games that if you've got an interest in dystopia and all that kind of stuff, even if you're not a game player, I would say go buy it if possible. Because it's one of those games. Well, this is just from my humble opinion.
Do you know what we need to get?
It's a phenomenal game.
We need to get a joint Steam account.
I think we do. I really do think we should.
So yeah, people can donate us games if they want.
Yeah, 100%. Please. I need games.
This game looks really interesting.
Yes.
I can't honestly say I'm going to pay that money.
No.
I'm interested. I'll wait till it goes on sale. That's one of those where I'll just wait. Unless I see you playing it and it's like, yes, mate, this is well good. Then I'll get it. But yeah, that's a lot of money.
To be fair, like this, obviously, because I now have my job, I'm waiting for a couple of pay packets to be under my belt before I move on to next gen.
Here's the question.
Yes.
Is the motherboard in the first pay packet?
Yes.
Good. Right answer, because I have a processor and a graphics card taking up space in my cupboard.
Well, do you know what, mate? It was one of the first things on my list, honestly.
That and a sticker RAM.
Yeah. Oh, cheers, mate. Thank you for that.
Lovely. Get a sticker RAM.
Oh,
I'm not going to give you a sticker RAM.
I thought you said you'd had one. Sorry, mate.
DDR3 is like.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
20, 30 quid a stick.
I'm sorry. I've been in work all day. My brain's melting.
Me too. I went swimming as well.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got so much we've got to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. It's
and
great.
We're already
isn't it?
18 minutes and 25 seconds in.
Oh God, poor listeners. But yeah, so we happy for you. My view, probably worth the money. Your view, probably not so much.
I like the idea of it, and I watched a few videos on it, but it's just a case of this is the problem, right?
Yes.
And it's a problem with me, and it's a problem with consumers as general. I have a limit.
Yeah.
And how much I'm prepared to pay.
A bit like what's it called? Something 13.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, that's the one.
Yeah, I want to wait till that's cheap. I want to play it real bad.
Exactly.
But it's also the end of the month, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So, got to put food on the table first. So with all that said, I am interested in it. I really am. I really want to play it, but I just can't justify it. There's so much coming out that I want to play.
Well,
and so much that is out that I want to play.
Tell you what, once it comes around and I have the ability to procure a copy, we should do a gameplay video of it. We should put it on this channel. Yeah. And people can then decide for themselves, and we can discuss it.
Maybe that could be the inaugural run of the new and updated Quail PC.
Yes, 100%. Oh, can you maiden voyage?
I really hope that I can play the game.
Maiden voyage, mate.
If not, out comes the red PC.
Yes. Anyway, moving on from strange games
to strange people. Here we are.
To strange dreams.
Okay.
This is something that I've put in because since coming back from university, Right, I suppose I should go back a little bit. But
rewind.
When I first joined university, I found myself under a lot of stress. No idea why. Maybe I just don't deal with stress well.
It happens, right? Especially university. It happens.
It's not uncommon, is it?
Perspective changes, but whilst you're there in the moment, it's the most stressful thing in the world.
Yeah, 100%. But I noticed a very drastic change in my sleeping pattern. Not only that of insomnia and not being able to sleep at all for days on end.
Yeah.
But when I did manage to sleep, I never dreamt. For 4 years, I maybe had 1-2 dreams.
Right.
When I was home for summer each year, maybe.
I bet they were saying crap like the falling dream.
Pretty much.
The falling dream is supposed to mean something, isn't it?
Well, apparently, if you hit the bottom, you're dead or something. I don't know. It's a bit like.
What's this? Ghost.
Yeah. Oh my love.
We can both sing, just for qualifying there.
Yeah, possibly. It's certain songs for me, but anyway, yeah. Strange dreams.
Not that one, evidently. I'm joking. I can't do either.
Well, this is the thing. Yeah, since I've come back from uni, after not being able to dream for 4 years, I feel like I've got a backup of weird dreams that just seem to be coming out of the woodwork and just punching me straight in the face every time I go to sleep. One I had last week, for instance.
Yeah.
I was refilming The Wizard of Oz with our friend Hannah as Dorothy.
Okay.
And we were filming it in our workplace, which is a very strange
Unusual
location
setup
for it.
as it starts, yeah.
Very much so. But she turned around and, the line of that I think is in the original, I've not seen it in years, so I'm not sure. Oh, Toto, I really miss home. That phrase was uttered by Hannah. The dog then decided to speak and said, I miss the rains down in Africa. And then Africa by Toto started playing.
That's a comic, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah, it's a GIF or something. I think I must have seen it before I went to bed. Honestly, because that's where I'm sure that's where it came from.
Because I think it might even be a comic strip.
It's either a comic strip or it's a GIF, or
it's
not a GIF, like a meme.
It's some sort of meme.
And Sunday night, for some reason, I dreamt that my entire road were all wombles. I had a dream about wombles.
Did you just wake up?
All hairy little people. No, honestly, I am, but this is different.
Me too.
Yeah, we're both hairy. Remember, you're not little, mate.
I'm tall.
Yeah, but this is the thing, mate. It's really. I'm just having really bizarre dreams, and people have been saying to me, "Oh, you've been eating cheese before bed or something."
That's
do you know what?
Utter bollocks.
I was going to say, I'm fairly certain that's just a myth.
That's just
urban myth.
Utter bollocks.
Because I've never gone to bed having eaten cheese and then had a strange dream. I've always gone to bed and had a strange dream, regardless of whether I've eaten cheese or anything.
I've eaten a lot of cheese in bed. Melted.
Literally, you should see the state of his sheets afterwards. It's.
I won't follow that up. There's another one, but I'm not going to say it.
Please don't. He fondues in bed. Let's put
it's next to the alarm clock at the bedside table.
Just a little fondue pot and little dipping sticks. But yeah, what's the strangest dream you've ever had?
To be honest with you, I can't remember most of them. But I have had a lot of dreams where I genuinely believe it's real.
Oh, really vivid ones.
Really vivid. I remember waking up when I was young.
Okay.
About 8 or 9 years old coming. And I genuinely thought it was Christmas Day when I woke up.
Very bizarre.
So I went into my parents' bedroom and went, Merry Christmas. And they went, and this is not a joke, Martin, it's June. Do you know what else I've done?
What?
I had another one. Again, when I was a lot younger.
Go on.
I got up.
Yep.
Got the old school uniform on.
Okay.
And got up, got the old school uniform on. Ready for school. Martin,
of course.
It's a Saturday. I dreamt that the weekend had been and gone.
Very bizarre. Do you know what? I think those kind of dreams are more common than not, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Do you know what else has happened? Not dream related, but sleep related. So one morning, I was back when I did a radio station.
Years.
Called Echo. Google it. I'm there somewhere. You'll find me. And I did it. And I got up every morning at like 4 in the morning. Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And I used to live about 60 miles away from the studio. So I'd get up, get in the shower, go to the studio every morning.
Of course.
Without fail. The alarm goes off. I get up. I get in the shower. I had a shower radio at the time.
Okay.
Got a Bluetooth speaker now. That tells you it was a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the radio and I was like, that's weird. They're very quiet for a breakfast show. They're not really talking much. And then at this point I live with my parents.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Sorry, I'm burping like a champion.
That's fine.
And I get this knock on the door in the bathroom and I'm thinking, what's people doing up at this time? This is nuts. Mum bursts in.
Right.
And she goes, what are you doing? So I'm having a shower. I've got to go to the radio. I've got to go to work.
Yeah.
And she was like, Martin, it's midnight. What happened is during the day, there'd been a power cut. I'd reset the time, but I hadn't reset the alarm. So the alarm goes off at midnight. No. I don't even look at it. I hit the thing. I'm in the shower. And then, do you know what worst bit is? I was like, well, I may as well finish the shower. So I showered up, and then I had 4 more hours sleep.
Mate,
it was so weird. And I woke up in the morning. Obviously, I felt like utter dirt.
Of course.
And I just said to my mum, I was like, "Did that happen?" And she was like, "Yeah, that definitely happened." I was like, "There's something wrong with me." I've done similar before with work.
Yeah,
where I've got up. I got up for the wrong shift. So I alternate between 5 a.m. starts and 9 a.m. starts.
Yeah.
Okay. And I remember getting up at 4 a.m. for a 9 a.m. start, driving to work, and then going, hang on, what are you doing here? Like the other director.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? I'm on this shift. Are you? I check. We got an app.
Yeah.
Where we have.
Yeah.
Check it and go, oh, bollocks. So then I had to hang around for like 4 hours just sitting on my arse.
Well, to be fair, I did that this morning. I woke up for work, believing that I started at 8:30, so I woke up at 7.
Yeah.
Give myself plenty of time. So I got up, had a shower. Well, yeah, had a shower, made myself a cup of coffee, had breakfast. And then I was sat there, and I thought, hang on, something's not right.
Yeah.
So I opened up my rota schedule that I have a picture of.
Yeah.
And it turns out that I'd forgotten when a mid shift, as we call it, was.
I don't want to distract you. I just saw. Did you see that?
No.
Bloody lightning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Scary.
I like it. Yeah, I'd confused myself, and I'd woken up 2 hours earlier than I needed to be up.
Oh, good. That's always a winner.
Because I started at 9:30 instead.
Now, here's the thing. Did you stay there, or did you come back?
Oh no, I was still here when I realised.
Oh, that's all right.
To be honest with you, mate, it's a case of it's a case of I looked at the time wrong, basically, when I woke up. You know, when you're dazed and confused.
Yeah.
But I actually found that it helped me out a lot because it prepared me for my day.
You were able to spend the time getting ready.
Yeah, well, I was able to spend the time mentally preparing myself.
Were you knackered at the end of the day, though?
No, I'm still going. I'm really happy.
Oh, is it today?
Yeah, today, mate.
Oh, right.
I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing. It's great.
I feel all right today.
Good.
I've had a headache all day, though. And then I went swimming, and that sort of helped.
Yeah. Well, it relieves pressure, doesn't it? Because obviously...
No, because I've got my goggles on really tight. You're
a tart.
I know. I've got to have them really tight, otherwise water comes in.
Oh, no. Princess.
And then that defies the point of goggles if I'm getting my eyes watery.
Is it bad calling you princess? Just gave me a fantastic idea.
No.
For some graphics.
No. No.
Too late.
No.
Too late. But do you know what? We're going to move on from dreams and stuff.
That's probably a good idea.
That's a good idea.
We've been chatting a lot of nonsense.
We really have. I think it's probably because we're tired. But we're going to move on to listening.
We think this is quality conversation.
Well, we do. We're listening right this moment as we record. No, we're not.
To ourselves.
But
through the headphones.
But no, listening to books on Audible. Console Wars. Tell me some more, because I have no idea.
So, Audible is owned by Amazon.
Yes, indeed. I'm fully aware of their business venture.
They do audio. They do audiobooks. As I'm sure you probably know.
Indeed. Harry Potter.
Ron Weasley.
Dumbledore.
Snape. No, we won't.
I am Dumbledore.
Don't you...
Harry Potter.
So yeah.
We're so tired.
I had Audible before, but I didn't want to pay for it. Short version. I was like, I'm not going to pay for this. I'll do the free trial. I'm doing another free trial, but this time I'm actually listening to the audiobook.
Okay.
And I'm listening to an audiobook called Console Wars, which is being turned into a movie, and it's about Nintendo and Sega back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Back in the golden age.
The golden age, the Mega Drive and the NES, SNES era, from the American perspective.
Oh, okay.
But it's really interesting.
Okay.
It's really interesting. I've learned a lot about a guy called Tom Kalinske, who was the CEO of Sega. Anyway, the Audible thing, it's a really weird system, that.
Is it?
Yeah, every month, you pay $7.99, I think it is in the UK, and every month you get a credit, which you can spend on a book.
Okay.
But for your $7.99, that's all you get. And you get access to the app.
Right, okay.
So you get one book and access to the app. And some books are like 2 credits, right? And then you can either buy more credits or just buy the book outright. I'm thinking, hang on a minute. Surely you'd make more money and it'd be more convenient for customers.
Yeah.
Audible's free, the app and stuff.
Yeah.
But you pay just for the audiobooks you want. Wouldn't that make more sense?
That makes more sense to me, if I'm honest with you.
It's
That's a really bizarre system.
Yeah. But I already had one for my last free trial, which was this one. And I've also downloaded one called Service Games. A really interesting book about the Sega Mega Drive, actually.
Okay.
And it does touch on what happened here in the UK. That's a really interesting read. I read it on holiday. Now I've got the audiobook version. I'm going on holiday again next week. By the way, we will have a podcast for you next week. We're not deciding on what it's going to be yet. Yeah. But there will be something for you next week.
Hopefully.
We need to have a discussion about that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
sort
keep
something.
that a secret for now.
Yeah. We'll sort something.
It's just going to be Chris and I just going, oh, for an hour. Just a loop. Ooh.
Oh, more lightning. Sorry.
But yes, was it? Oh
yeah, massive flashes then.
If the power goes out, we can carry on though.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's the interesting thing here.
Love it.
Batteries, FTW. Yeah, so yeah, Audible, just a weird system. But I like it.
Yeah.
I like audiobooks, and I like the fact that they've used some very clever compression, because an audiobook that's 20 hours long is only 300 meg.
Okay.
On my iPhone, and of course iPhones are blessed without the inconvenience of expandable storage. I mean, that would just be silly, wouldn't it? Why don't they do that? I
don't know, mate. I've never been.
I've also realised about my phone.
Yep.
I did some research, because next time around I was thinking, maybe I'll get a Pixel or I'll get a S8 or something.
Yes.
If I want my car to work with it properly,
yep,
I've got to have an iPhone.
Oh, really?
My car doesn't play well with Android devices, which is a big
I have noticed
shame.
That.
It doesn't play well with
them,
which is really bloody annoying. Which means that basically
you are stuck to a franchise forever.
Stuck to the iPhone. Unless, of course, I get a new head unit in my car, but I'm not going to do that for a while. It's under warranty. Why would I do that? Anyway, should we move hastily on before we ramble on a bit more?
I think we should. The next bit of this is an own personal thing for me, which kind of links in with the other two things, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was having this discussion with my family at dinner, and as you previously stated as well, you're a voice artist.
That's true.
I, however, would consider myself a voice actor.
Now, there is a difference.
There is a huge difference.
Like, for instance, whilst I could probably, try voice acting, there's a difference. Voiceover artists are more like for commercials.
Yeah.
And idents and stuff like that. Sat-navs.
All that kind of stuff.
Lifts, I've done lifts. I've done parking machines. I've done all that sort of stuff. Whereas a voice actor, you're playing a character.
Yeah, exactly.
Think video games, think radio dramas, think
audiobooks.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, because when you have a flashback to a memory from when you were really young.
Yeah.
I remember having, and this is no word of a lie, my mum's old Toyota. I always remember a cassette. My first cassette. And it was
Barbie Girl.
No, God no. It was
Blue Eiffel 65.
Oh, will you piss off? No. My
first.
I swear to God. I swear to God. We're in my house. You're my house now. I could probably get away with killing you. Anyway.
Nowhere to hide the body.
Huh?
Nowhere to hide the body.
Mate, there are plenty of places in this house, I know. Anyway.
Sounds like you thought it through.
Oh, multiple times.
Please, continue.
My first ever cassette was He-Man.
All right.
One of the He-Man story cassettes.
Yeah, He-Man wasn't huge over here. But
it wasn't. It's more of a cult following now, I think, because loads of people I've spoken to remember He-Man very fondly. But I was thinking about it earlier, and I said to I was just sat here with my family, and I did this laugh. I don't know what made me laugh. I can't remember. But I just did this laugh, and I thought, do you know what? I could be the new Skeletor. Because I would, honestly, it's one of those things.
Can you recreate the laugh?
I think it was something like, and
nice.
I don't remember. And then I just looked at my younger sister, and she was just looking at me in complete and utter disbelief, and I just went, "Damn you, He-Man!" and she just looked at me and just then giggled a little bit, and then we finished dinner, and it just came out of nowhere.
Is this your audition?
No, this isn't my audition at all. If I wanted to do it, I'd actually find something from He-Man to do. But I don't think that will be coming back anytime soon, if I'm honest with you, considering the fact, and I didn't know this until recently, that there had been a He-Man reboot.
There has been?
I didn't know that.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Because
when
obviously,
was that?
I think it was something like 2012.
Really?
Yeah, I'll have to show you on YouTube.
It obviously didn't go well.
I'm not sure, honestly. It was very odd. It was very odd to watch it, especially when I remember the old ones so fondly.
Right.
But maybe that's just me living in the past. But honestly, I personally think, as a personal goal, before I die, I'd very much like to be Skeletor.
Yeah, why not?
I'm one of these people that, one of these actors as well, that loves playing the bad guy. Just because I'm actually decent at it. Like, it's one of those things. Just decent at it.
You are very good at playing the bad guy.
Thank you.
Maybe it's the Britishness and the pauses and stuff like
that. Yes, very much so.
Do you know who the voice actor for the Joker is?
No.
In the animated series and in the games.
Oh, was it Luke Hamill?
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
You're thinking Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
It's Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Yeah. Well,
he's amazing, man.
Because obviously he recently, this year, I think, they released a animated version of one of the comic books, The Killing Joke. I watched it.
Yeah.
And it was very dark, but it was very good. Mark Hamill brought his, obviously, signature voice to it. And do you know what? Again,
it's not a voice you expect to come out of that,
no,
man,
it's
is
really not. But this is the thing. Honestly, again, I suppose it ties in with the other two things of, it's a personal goal. I would love to meet that man, very much so, because I'd like to get his take on how he portrays his characters voice-wise, because he's been in a few things,
he's done lots of stuff.
Wise. But as we moved on to the subject of personal goals, I guess.
Yeah.
One personal goal from work that I've realised today is, and obviously there are people out there who are going to be like, okay, cool, it's not much. But anyone who knows me will know how much it means to me, because basically I've always been a bigger lad. I've always been what the cool kids at school would call fat,
with a PH.
I wish. But my personal goals at the moment consist mainly of losing weight.
Yeah.
Which, again, anyone who's known me for an extended period of time knows it's always been something very difficult for me to do, because I love my food, and if I'm honest, I also kind of like sitting on my ass doing bugger all.
I think most people do. I mean, I do, and I, you know, I'm also trying to get fit, because I feel like I've put on a lot of weight since taking the job that I currently have, because of the fact I'm sat down a lot of the day, you know.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Because obviously, again, there are going to be loads of people going, oh yeah, well, that's something that loads of people want. Yeah. Fair enough. However, the point I would like to bring to the table is the fact that it's not like we're unhappy with ourselves.
No.
We are, as people, fairly confident. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this podcast.
We throw ourselves out there, and I throw myself out there regularly with my voice work and radio work and stuff like that. So, and you know, you've done acting, so that means you're definitely fine to throw yourself out there.
I've done short films and stuff, and you know, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I've done radio, etc. But this is the thing. This is why it's a personal goal, because anyone else who goes, yeah, well, loads of people want that. Yeah. But one thing that's said to me, and I've noticed a lot recently, is that when someone says, oh, I want to lose weight.
Yeah.
a lot of people's reaction is why. And do you know what the sad thing that I keep hearing is? Oh, because I'm doing it for so and so. I'm doing it for this reason. I'm doing it for that reason.
Yeah.
When, in my honest opinion, and this has been my answer every time someone said it to me, is I'm doing it for me.
Do you know what my answer to that question is?
What?
I'm doing it because I should.
Okay.
Right? And I'm doing... and there's a stipulation for me. I'm only going to do stuff I enjoy.
Oh, yeah,
okay?
for sure.
I'm not going to be in the gym sweating my balls off like for hours on end. That's not me. I know that's not you too. But what I will do, I'll go swimming.
Yeah.
I'll go on bike rides. I'll do stuff that's fun, because if it's not fun, if you don't enjoy it, what is the point?
Exactly.
So the stipulation is I have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And also, here's the thing. I'd like to lose weight, but I'm not crazy fussed. I don't have any health problems.
No.
That I know
Currently
of, touch
aware of.
wood. Yeah. I might well do in the future. I don't have any like massive glaring health issues. I'm perfectly happy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not out of breath all the time. I'm not like, you know, I'm not like super wheezy or anything like that. I'm fine. I'm not like, I do get very hot.
Yeah.
But I think, I remember back when I was fit, I got hot too. Like I've always been warm-blooded, and my blood pressure is maybe a touch higher than it should be, but nothing really serious. So I'm doing it because I just feel like I should, because exercise is good for you. Now, regardless if I lose weight or not, I need to do that exercise, because if you don't do it, then you might have a problem. Yeah, maybe. And you know, at the end of the day as well, I had the whole swimming thing actually started where I had back and rib problems. Yeah. So I was like, well, what am I going to do that's low stress? I know, swim. And then it turned into, well, I'll go in the competition pool for a bit and do some lengths. Today I did over 30 lengths. That's impressive. Of a 25 metre pool. Not 50 metre. If it was a 50 metre, then I'd be like Olympic swimming champion. Standard. Yep. Well, this is. Do you know what? This is the thing. Because going back to the question, I can't remember, when was it? It might have been a couple of weeks ago when I first started to voice my willingness to essentially what I'm gonna say, improve myself right. Health wise. Yeah. Because that's what it's for, is to help me get fitter. That's the idea of it. Mm. But someone actually turned around to me and went, why do you want to lose weight? Is it for your missus? And do you know what? I hate that. I really, really hate that. Because don't do it for anyone else. Do it for you. Well, do you know what? This is the thing. T-Dog has turned to me and said, yo, T-Dog, I love you as you are. And if you're with someone who doesn't love you as you are, no good for you. It's different. If someone goes, I'm a bit concerned about you. Yeah, that's maybe you should do some exercise. Maybe you should try and improve your fitness. Yeah. Whereas there's a difference to, listen, you're fat, I don't want to be with you. Pretty much. Or, yeah, well, you should really be better for me. If there's someone like that, get rid of them. Ditch them. 100%. Because, do you know what? Sorry, because they're not worth it. I'm going to believe that, for goodness sake. You've got a pen and paper. Can you write down that it was 43 something? Yes, I will do. 43 minutes. Yeah. Speaking of which, we're at 43 minutes, which means we really do need to crack on. But what's next on the order? Next on the order is Sonic Mania and why it's so good. Oh my God. You tell us about that, because I'm not a massive fan of Sonic games. Oh my God. Never have been. You would hear this one. Oh really? Do tell. It is the best game I have played this year. Oh really? Oh yeah. Now, Matt, big claim. I like Sonic. Yes. But obviously, I'm not like a Sonic fanboy. I have a limit. For example, I know Sonic 06 is terrible. It's not completely unplayable, but it's rubbish. Very flawed. Sonic Boom has massive problems, and it's not really a Sonic game. It's sort of hold button to win. Okay. And Sonic Colors is a bit like that as well. Sonic Generations was quite good. Yeah. I really liked playing that. But I understand that it's good and bad. This one is Sonic 4 kind of. There is a Sonic 4 level. There is a Sonic 4, but it's not. It shouldn't be Sonic 4. We should scrub that from history if we could. This game is like someone went, after Sonic and Knuckles, they went, and here's another one. And it's brilliant because they've got a guy called Christian Whitehead, Headcanon Studios, and Pagoda West Games. They're the people who have made this thing. And they're all fans, especially Christian Whitehead. He started in the Sonic modding scene.
Okay. And
Sega went, he actually made a prototype for the iPhone of the original Sonic. And Sega, here's the difference, right? If this was Nintendo, they'd have gone, shut it down. But Sega, knowing they've done wrong, knowing they've made mistakes, have gone, you know what? He seems to know what he's doing. Let's pay the man.
Fair enough.
So they did that, and then Sonic Mania has come along, and my goodness, it is everything you would expect it to be. So it's beautiful. The music is amazing. The boss battles are well rounded. The levels are cleverly designed for each of the 3 characters you can play as.
Okay.
It's just everything you could want. I even like the special stages.
So would you go as far to say that it is currently this generation of Sega, its crowning jewel?
Yeah. I mean, without a doubt. And Sonic Forces is up next.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And I hope it'll be good, but it will not be as good as Sonic Mania.
Okay.
I don't see how it possibly can be.
Okay.
But it is brilliant. Now,
you'll just have to wait and see, won't you?
I'm not going to give you a full review here. Maybe we'll do a video on it.
Maybe.
But I think that boat sailed. I don't really want to do that now because everyone has done a review on it, and maybe we shouldn't. But I will tell you this. If you are thinking about it, just buy the bloody thing. It's £15.99. I have it on the Switch. I understand it's exactly the same on all the platforms. PC comes out on the 29th.
Okay.
Buy it. Buy the game.
Okay.
Buy the game. 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 Chris?
Yes, mate.
When you get paid,
yes,
and we put your new motherboard in,
yep,
buy the game.
Possibly.
No, buy the game.
Possibly.
Buy the game.
Okay.
Even if you're not a Sonic fan, you'll like it.
Okay.
Next.
Okay, well, sticking with the theme of Sonic 3 and Michael Jackson?
Yes.
You're going to have to tell me more, mate, because those are 2 things that, in my mind, don't.
We are running out of time.
Indeed, we are.
So I have to be careful here. A YouTube channel called The D-Pad. It just happened to come up on my YouTube feed.
Okay.
Did a video on Michael Jackson's involvement with Sonic 3. So what happened was, Michael Jackson's at the height of his career. He's done Moonwalker and worked with Sega on Moonwalker, the video game.
Yes.
Sonic 3 is about to come out. Michael Jackson's in crutches at this point because he's hurt himself. So he goes and visits Sega Technical Institute, otherwise known as STI. Not a joke. That's true. In America, it's different, isn't it? So they don't think that's funny.
No,
we do.
Indeed.
So yeah, he then goes along. An anonymous developer says, "Hey, do you want to be the musical director on Sonic 3?" And Michael Jackson goes, "Yeah."
Fair enough.
Because he loves it. He loves it. He'd loved the last 2, and he's involved.
Fair enough.
Then a combination of things happened. Michael Jackson wasn't happy with the sounds being made by the Mega Drive.
Okay.
Or the Genesis, if you're in America. And also the first lawsuit came about relating to, charges of indecency.
Okay.
So those 2 things happened at the same time, which meant that Michael stepped back from it.
Right.
And Sega distanced themselves as well at the same time. But it's been proven, and there's videos about it online. I'll link to that D-pad video.
Yeah.
It's kind of been proven that a lot of Michael Jackson's stuff actually made it into the game.
Oh.
And I know it's not like a hot topic, but it is a video I watched this week, and it's really interesting, and you should go watch it if you have any interest in either Michael Jackson or the Sega Mega Drive or Sonic. You should watch it because it's just really, really interesting to learn how the development of this game had a rookie thing just with its soundtrack.
Yeah.
And how Michael Jackson influenced it, and how like loads of his band and the producer who ended up working with him on History was on it as well. And in the credits you can see, and the credits theme for Sonic 3 is basically the same as Stranger in Moscow. It's basically the same
That's
song.
quite funny.
Yeah, check it out. It's really cool.
Yeah, man.
City Skylines.
City Skylines, you're still playing it. We're gonna have to. This is gonna have to be real quick, man.
I've got an airport now.
Oh God.
Oh my God, this thing is getting massive.
You'll have to show me next time I'm around.
It's crazy, man. It is crazy. That game is so much fun. It's flawed.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Massively flawed. And also I really struggled to put my airport somewhere because you need somewhere totally flat. So I had to demolish a load of houses. So people who live near the airport not so chuffed about it.
It's like The Terminal with Tom Hanks.
That's a great film.
It's a very good film.
That's a great film.
Do you know who showed that to me?
Come on.
T-Dog.
T-Dog.
Fantastic taste of films, my lady.
Yeah,
but
that's a good choice. Well, we need to move on. We've got 10 minutes left on the show.
Exactly. Oh, Lord.
We can go a little bit over, but
exactly.
we've got stuff to do.
Yeah, 100%. 5,000 orange ecstasy pills shaped like Donald Trump have been seized by the police.
Good.
A batch of drugs fashioned to resemble the US president and general laughingstock Donald Trump has been seized by the German police.
This story's from the Metro.
Oh yes. Roughly 5,000 orange ecstasy pill tablets, which featured Trump's distinctive hairstyle and have his name on the back, were confiscated in the city of Osnabrück. A 51-year-old Austrian man and his 17-year-old son were arrested during the seizure after their vehicle was searched by the police. Police believed that the Class A drugs would have been sold online using the slogan, "Trump makes partying great again."
That's pretty funny.
The drugs are worth roughly around 40,000 euros or 37,000 pounds, and were seized along with a large quantity of cash that was found in the vehicle.
Wow.
It is thought that the Trump pills originated in the Netherlands.
Of course they were. Let's do some pills shaped like Donald Trump.
Got to be from the Netherlands. While the form they take here is pretty funny, taking the amount of drugs off the street is nothing to laugh about. Drug experts in the UK have previously warned that ecstasy is becoming stronger, which has resulted in increased numbers of people being hospitalised after taking it. So the lesson really here is that yes, the idea is very, very funny.
It's amusing, but don't
do drugs, kids.
It's simple. Don't do it. Now we said this show isn't going to be about politics, but that was a rule we made.
Yeah.
I'm going to bend it.
Okay. Just don't break. Just bend.
And I'll just say this. In America at the moment, there's a weird situation where the president is having to be pressurized to apologize, pressurized to say that Nazis are bad. Now, we don't do politics, and we're not going to do politics.
Good.
But if you're a sane and reasonable person listening to this, and you are an American, be strong. It's a crazy time. Be careful.
It is. Yeah. Just keep yourself safe.
We'll leave it there. I mean,
definitely.
I have some very strong feelings about it, but that's not for him.
You and me both. We can talk about that after the podcast, mate.
Yes.
Can't we? But moving swiftly on into a funnier story, heroic attempt to smuggle vodka into races via salami sandwich foiled.
That's a great pun. Foiled. That's a great Metro.
That is phenomenal. Well done. Give him a round of applause. Superb. Not all heroes wear capes. No, some of them attempt to smuggle vodka into the races via salami baguette. One crafty guest was left red-faced when she was rumbled by security staff at Southwell Racecourse after hollowing out a tomato and salami baguette and tried to hide a £7.29 bottle of vodka inside.
That's classy.
Security bosses were alerted to the valiant effort on Ladies' Day, the racecourse's biggest event of the year, when they noticed the weight of the sandwich, which was considerably heavier than they thought.
It's got a bottle of vodka in it. I'm not surprised.
Only alcohol brought to the racecourse is allowed and to be consumed on site. But Will Bowler, marketing assistant at Southwell Racecourse, said they invited the sandwich smuggler to collect the bottle at the end of the day rather than confiscate it as a reward for her innovative idea. He added, we had 9,000 people here that day, and as usual we allow people to bring their own picnics, but no alcohol. We were carrying out the usual checks and then came across this particular lady who had dug out a hole in her baguette and stuffed the vodka inside. It was pretty good of security to spot it, really, because it was quite an innovative idea. Probably the best we have ever seen. It was only when they noticed the weight of it that alarm bells started to ring. That is just phenomenal. The lady in question was a little red-faced at the time, but you have to give her an A for effort. We invited her to collect it at the end of the day because of the trouble she had gone to, but she never showed up. it's still sat here in the office at the moment. So basically, someone has gone in with a fantastic idea of, do you know what? I don't fancy buying any alcohol, probably because it's probably expensive.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
And she went, I can't really sneak it in my bag because they're probably gonna search that anyway. Can't sneak it put it on my person because they'll notice.
Yeah.
I know. I'll take a sandwich, I'll take a baguette, and I'll hide a bottle in that.
Why not?
And that really is phenomenal. And do you know what?
Extremely inventive. I'll give them that.
Ingenuity. And that's the thing.
That's the best of people, isn't it?
Isn't it? Well, do you know what? That's the thing. I think, honestly, it's these kind of people. Obviously, you know, there are some people are like, it's wrong. You shouldn't be sneaking things in. But do you know what?
Yeah.
It's people like this. Innovative people who think outside the box that are going to get further in society and life
outside the baguette
than anyone who's going to be, you know, a stickler for every rule going.
Bill Gates,
yes,
an interesting saying. He said, if you want a job done, give it to the laziest person you can find, because they'll find a quicker way of doing it.
Yeah. And it's true, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think that's 100% true. So we've got about 5 minutes or so left on the show. Any other business we need to attend to in this meeting?
None currently. All I'm thinking at the moment for any of our listeners, because this is obviously something that we say almost every week.
Yeah.
If you've got comments and stuff, leave them for us. If you've got anything you'd like to be featured and stuff, let us know. If you have a story that you think we could really use on this podcast, please send it in, because this is the thing. We do this as it's a pastime for us. We enjoy it.
It's fun.
We enjoy, you know, doing this show as it is. And do you know what? Yeah. Obviously, we're going to bring other people in. We're going to get other people's views on things. Yeah, which is lovely. And do you know what?
We hope to do interviews to people in the future.
Oh yeah, definitely, different locations as well. But the thing is that we have no idea whether people are enjoying what we're doing or not.
And if you're not, that's fine. You can give feedback as long as it's nice. You know.
Well, do you know what? As long as it's constructive and you're not being an arse about it, please let us know. If you like it, fantastic. If you don't have to listen anymore. That is kind of the crux of it, isn't it? It's we're not going to hold a gun to your head and go, you must listen to our dulcet tones, because
you don't have to.
You don't have to. It's a free choice. And you know what? The people that do listen, thank you.
And this podcast is and always will be absolutely free.
Yeah, 100%. We're never going to charge for it.
Nope. I can't promise it'll be ad free. If we get a sponsor come along, then we'd probably do that. And what I do like about this show, one of my favourite things about doing it, and this is the 9th week of doing it, so we've been doing it a little while now. You know, we're
2 months and a week.
Yeah, we're still fairly fresh, but we've been doing it a little while. I'm used to doing radio.
Yeah.
And on radio, sometimes you can't necessarily talk about this kind of stuff. Because it's maybe not what the demographic requires.
Yeah.
Or it's not what is, deemed acceptable chat. Especially that stuff I said about Donald Trump. You couldn't say that on the radio. No. We actually sort of banned it from our own programme, but I think that's just a sensible message. I don't think that's really 100%. Political. I think that's just human beings, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. With that said, though, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
No. Do
you know what? It's arrived at the time of the week, mate,
okay.
where you, this week, have to name the episode.
Okay, I've got one.
Have you?
You don't even need to give me the 10 count.
Oh, fantastic.
That's my kind of sandwich.
That's my kind of sandwich. It's phenomenal. And do you know what? Compliant with YouTube's rules.
Yeah,
so we're not going to get censored.
We're not going to get hurt again. Also, just so you know, streaming.
Yes.
I'm getting there.
Oh, yeah?
I've made a purchase.
Oh.
I have an Elgato.
Oh.
So I might be able to stream stuff now.
Right.
I plugged it into the machine we were using for No Mercy, and everything just came back up, and it just worked. I was
phenomenal.
Like, what?
That's lovely.
But yeah, streaming. So if you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, great. Give us a thumbs up on the YouTube. And tell us what you think on SoundCloud. We'd love to hear from you. We're available.
You can is it resound it or something? I don't know.
You can. I think it's like equivalent to a retweet, isn't it?
Exactly. You can share it. You can put it onto your other social media. We've also got a Facebook page now, which come and give us a like. Come
Say
and tell
hi.
us. Let us know what you want, because at the same time, obviously, we want to make more content.
Yeah.
If we don't know what you like, we're just going to keep making the same things.
Yeah.
And it's the things that we enjoy, and that we know other people in our kind of friendship groups will enjoy.
What we also want to know is what if you're listening to this on YouTube, say for instance, or SoundCloud, you seeked us out, you found us. What platform would you like us to be on? We're
100%.
available on the Apple Podcast app, and we have an RSS feed thing, so we can put it other places. If you want your platform of choice to be on our list, simple. Just message us, tell us what platform we should be on, and we'll do it. Because I don't know of a good podcast app for Android.
No, I don't know.
But I'd say the Apple one for the iPhone is pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
I listen to my podcast through that. And obviously, you can listen to us on iTunes as well.
Indeed. Yes, you can. Anyway, do you know what? I think that's all the time that we have, isn't it?
That's it.
Right.
That's it. We've just gone over the hour right now.
Woo! Well, in that case, until next... Well, not next week.
But yeah, there will be something next week.
There will be something, possibly.
We don't know yet what yet.
Well, until next time then. Adios from me, Chris Borden.
Bye-bye from myself, Mark William.
Bye!